Almost a year ago, I told you guys the Ip Man 4 would be going into production in 2018. And now it sounds like Ip Man 4 is in production.
He's like, what? I said, look, man, it's about to go down. Just be behind me when I walk in class.
What's up, Urban Acolyte Army? My name is Prince, and I'm an Urban Acolyte. And I just want to say, may the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. We're talking Ip Man 4 here. If you're new to this channel, we talk about Star Wars, action films, martial arts. I call it geek culture with a purpose. So if you like this kind of thing, make sure you click that subscribe button, enable those notifications, and I guess you got to do something weird where you say like enable all notifications or something, because YouTube is crazy. Anyway, like I was saying, it is confirmed that Ip Man 4 is in production. Donnie Yen tweeted, or he didn't, well, he did tweet it. All of his Instagram posts go to Twitter. That's where I saw it. And then I went back over to Instagram. But he took a picture of its, I think it's revision number 9, the latest revision of the Ip Man 4 script as of April the 26th, 2018, I believe is the date. And he said, hey, Wilson Yip, the director of the first 3 Ip Man movies, has promised that Ip Man 4 is going to be the best movie of them all. I have no idea what's in store for us. Check out the video that I posted last spring, last May. It's almost been a year exactly to the date, where I told you guys Ip Man 4 was going to go into production in 2018. Now, I have some reservations. I love a good Wing Chun movie, a good Ip Man movie, but the first Ip Man, I said in that video, I'll repeat myself, it was amazing. There's a book that was written by one of Ip Man's sons. I believe it's Ip Ching, but I could be wrong. It's either Ip Ching or Ip Chun, so there's a 50-50 chance on me being right. But anyway, one of his sons wrote a book. It's all kinds, I think it's like stories of the master or stories of the grandmaster. And if you're really into Ip Man, the historical Ip Man, you should really check that book out. I don't know if you can still find it. I've had mine for over 10 years. And I got it, you know, on Amazon, hard book copy. But there's these little stories about Ip Man. And in that first movie, you see pieces and parts of those stories, right? How Ip Man lost his money and during the Japanese occupation, how he ended up in Hong Kong, sort of. They fictionalized parts of it to give us a good story, right? I don't think he actually fought a karate master, a Japanese general, and beat him like he was a wooden dummy in the fight, and that's why he had to flee to Hong Kong, you know, because the Japanese were going to get him, right? I don't think that really happened, but it made for a good story. Then you have Ip Man 2, The Adventures of Ip Man in Hong Kong. He's got to start over. He's got to open a school and start taking in students. Some of that heavily fictionalized, because we know that Ip Man's wife, she stayed in Foshan on the mainland. She did not go with him to Hong Kong, so there's already something. But they make this good story, and in the end, Ip Man fights a boxer after the boxer kills, I think, the Bagua master played by Sammo Hung. Then we come to Ip Man 3, right? And we introduce this new Wing Chun teacher who is going to get a spin-off movie. I think that was Samuel Kwok who played him. I'm flowing off the dome, so that could be wrong, right? But that was the most exciting thing. We got Wing Chun versus Wing Chun, right? The upstart hotshot who's challenging Ip Man, who's established himself as the Wing Chun master, the greatest master of all the Kung Fu masters in Hong Kong. And we got this new dude on the scene who's a badass, and he's challenging Ip Man, you know, for some shine, right? He's trying to get his shine on. But then Ip Man also fights Mike Tyson, and it's like, oh, come and see Ip Man fight Mike Tyson. And it's like, wait a minute now. We know this didn't actually happen. Mike Tyson was a little kid when Ip Man, the actual Ip Man, died. So we know that didn't happen, right? But it, you know, it was a good movie, but it's like, okay, we're kind of getting out there, and then we come back and we see a teenage Bruce Lee, right? So we got little Bruce Lee at the end of Ip Man 2, teenage Bruce Lee coming and saying, hey, look at all my skills. I'm ready to be your student, and it's kind of making Bruce Lee look bad. So Ip Man 4, where can we go from here? Is it gonna be Ip Man teaching Bruce Lee, which means we've got an Ip Man movie, but we're actually selling it on Bruce Lee, right? Or can we go that route? What is there left to do with Ip Man? I mean, are we gonna, I hate to say this, but Ip Man is addicted to opium. They're probably not gonna go there, right? So what is there left to do? I have no idea. Are we going to turn Ip Man into this mythical character who's set in the modern era? Who knows? So, you know, like I said, I really don't know where they can go from there. I mean, we've had the Ip Man artsy, fartsy, matrixy movie, right? I think that was called The Grandmaster, where Ip Man has his little affair with the Bagua Master. But something interesting about that movie is that interview I was listening to with Daniel Wu from Into the Badlands said that Sonny seen his fight in the rain in season 1, like pretty early on, where he's fighting the guys. They had the big sword fight in the rain. That was inspired by the rain fight that's in the Grandmaster Ip Man movie. So, you know, if you haven't seen that movie and you like Into the Badlands, check it out, because the fight scenes in that movie have inspired things in Into the Badlands. And pick out some other stuff. There's the old Ip Man, where you do kind of see him. I don't know if they really delved into the opium addiction, but you see him try it out. And I think they make it there where it's like, oh, he tried it, but then he was like, no, I'm not doing this. Never bring this around me again or something, right? So he kicks it. There's some interesting Easter eggs in that movie when the guy that works the shopkeeper calls Ip Man and says, oh, your son is on the phone. Master Ip, he says your wife is dead. Your son's on the phone, right? And the son who is on the phone is actually Ip Man's son telling Ip Man, your son is on the phone, right? It's like Ip Chung or Ip Ching is like, oh, Ip Ching's on the phone, Ip Sifu. And that's actually who it really is, which is really cool. He also is in the young Ip Man movie, where he is the kung fu uncle in Hong Kong that Ip Man trains with when he goes off to, I don't know if that was high school or university, because they call college like high school or something weird. But Ip Man, he left Foshan, he left the mainland, goes to school in Hong Kong, and he trains with, if you know the story of Ip Man, he trains with a kung fu uncle, and that kung fu uncle is actually played by Ip Man's real son, right? So there's an interesting thing in the young Ip Man movie, right? There's the Ip Man soap opera that came out in 2013 in China, right? So we've got Ip Man everything. And I'm like, what does that leave us with? The only thing we don't have is an Ip Man training Bruce Lee, which you kind of see in the Bruce Lee story, or whatever it's called, the Bruce Lee soap opera. You can watch it on Netflix. I got up to the point where Bruce Lee is in San Francisco, and I had to stop because yeah, that show was hurting. Yeah, I couldn't take it. So I don't know, but are you guys interested in this Ip Man Part 4? You know, it's Donnie Yen, it's Wilson Yip teaming up yet again. We know it's gonna have some good action. It's Donnie Yen, but I kind of feel like, what is there left to do? I mean, to be honest, yeah, I'm gonna see it. If Donnie Yen is in, hell, I even saw, if you got Netflix, check out Chasing the Dragon, right? Donnie Yen doesn't do kung fu in that movie, but he plays a gangster. I think he was like the biggest, basically is like Donnie Yen's playing the biggest drug lord in Hong Kong from the 60s, right? So check that out. It's, Donnie Yen acted great in it. So like I said, if Donnie Yen is in it, I'm gonna see it. But I'm more excited for Sleeping Dogs, the video game that's set in Hong Kong. It's like a Grand Theft Auto type game, and Donnie Yen is playing the detective who is undercover with the triads, right? I even have the game. I've never played it. Maybe I should play that on Twitch this summer, right? Or something leading up to before Sleeping Dogs comes out, the actual movie, right? So I'm more excited for that than Ip Man 4. But I don't know. Maybe you guys are hyped for it. You know, I don't think it'll take long for them to finish filming. And they are, like I said, Donnie Yen tweeted this out, or IG'd it out. But people in my network, Robert Samuels is a director and student of Sammo Hung. He said last month that somebody working on one of his productions had to fly out to Hong Kong to shoot scenes for Ip Man 4, right? I've been sitting on this for a month. Well, actually, I said it in a live stream last month or a few weeks ago. So those of you who were on the live stream, it wasn't a Star Wars live stream, so I know, you know, 95% of my subscribers aren't going to watch anything, just like you're probably not watching this. But my point is, Ip Man 4, I've known that it's it's going, it's rolling. Hopefully by June they're finished, and then it's, you know, post-production and just sitting and waiting until it hits theaters and comes over here to the US. So I don't know, like I said, I keep asking you guys this. I'm actually going for real now. What are you guys most excited for? What are you anticipating seeing in Ip Man 4? Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll be checking back to see what you all have to say. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead, click that subscribe button and take your first steps towards joining the Urban Acolyte Army. Embark on the journey of becoming the hero of your own story and become a force for change in your community. Continue to support the channel. You can do that by sharing these videos. Share them on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever. Snapchat them. If you can send links in Snapchat, snap them out. You can add me on Snapchat, but I don't use it. At Urban Acolyte, or however that goes. I will see you guys on the next video. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the force of others be with you on this Star Wars day. So happy May the 4th. Y'all keep on breathing, and I'll talk to you when I talk to you.